Hello and welcome guys to the third episode of KAST. This is me Shahriyar from KAISPE, and today we have our own HR executive, Ms. Manahil, with us. So Manahil, please introduce yourself and tell us why you have chosen the HR.
Hi, so hello everyone, this is Manahil Shaheen. I am working as an HR executive at KASPE. I have been associated with KASPE for more than a year now, and I have been in the industry for more than 2.5 years. And as far as the question is concerned that why I chose HR as my profession, so I've always been an HR, I've always been a people's person, and I always love to socialize and collaborate with different people. So I thought HR would be a best profession for me that would match my personality, and that's why I love working here, and it gives me motivation to come to work daily and make best out of it.
All right, that's good. So Manahil, my first question is how does the HR is different in the tech industry as compared to the other industries? So if you can elaborate, please.
Sure. So if we talk about any other industry, tech industry is comparatively very fast-paced and way more dynamic than any other traditional industry. It's always evolving and always changing. Let's say, for example, if we take an example, there is always new technology, and we have to be fast enough to cope up with that pace. So it is very important that we cope up with the pace and run with that speed. Number one. Second, if we talk about the challenge, the differentiation between the industries. So second is the structure. The HR tech industries tend to have very flatter structure comparative to any traditional industry. It means that everyone is of kind of same level. It actually helps to promote collaboration.
It's more open as compared to the traditional sectors.
Yes, more open and more flatter, you can say that.
Absolutely.
And it helps in collaborations, most of it. Then if we talk about talent, so in tech industry, talent retention is a bit difficult than any other industry. So if you must know that if we take an example of manufacturing industry, so it's a common practice that people work there for at least 5 to 10 years.
Absolutely.
But in tech industry, the average lifetime of an employee would be around 2.5 to 3 years maximum.
Nice.
So there's a difference. Then other than that, in tech industry, the culture is way more flexible than any other industry. We have flexible working hours, hybrid models. So this is what differentiates HR tech industry than any other industry.
All right. Thank you for highlighting that. All right, so my second question is what unique challenges HR professionals are facing in the tech sector or IT industry. So if you can elaborate or tell us about those unique challenges, so that would be more, you can say, helpful for us or for our audience, please.
Okay. So in tech industry, there are different challenges that HR professionals face. One of the biggest challenges that any IT company faces is a constant battle for top talent. There is a constant battle. Every company wants to hire the best of the best, and they are doing everything to attract and grab that talent. When the company get that talent, they make different efforts like going to universities, going to networking sessions and whatnot, using social media, job fairs and all, and then they attract a top talent. But the story doesn't end here. It's not just about attracting that top talent, it's also about retaining them. Okay. Then the second most problem that HR face in tech industry is the retention of the employees. As I mentioned earlier, that lifespan of an employee is very lesser than any other industry. So it is very important that HR makes strategies that help to improve their retention rate. Okay. Number one. The second issue that we face is managing the remote employees. Obviously, in tech industry, we have employees working remotely from different time zones in different countries and different cities. So, and we communicate with them virtually only. So it is kind of difficult to communicate with them and make them feel heard and valued and included in the company. And so HR professionals try their best to make their policies in a way that remote employees and the employees working on site feel equality and included. It's not like remote employees को ऐसा नहीं लगे कि हमें तो कोई पूछ ही नहीं रहा या something like that. So it is very important.
Or they are like feeling left alone.
Yes, it is very important that they must feel included.
Makes sense.
There's another problem that we face is the dilemma between innovation and work-life balance. Tech industry is always thriving to get innovation and best of it, making best out of it. But it is very important that we manage that. It doesn't mean that people are burning out. So HR makes strategies in a way that they make sure that people are innovating, they're collaborating and having innovations, but at the same time they are not stick to their desk 24/7. So these are a few areas that we face challenges. Yeah.
Thank you for highlighting that thing. Alright, so my third question is like, how does HR help in like shaping the company's culture? So how you guys contribute in that thing, especially in the tech industry?
Ooh, okay. Basically, HR is the heartbeat of any company's culture. Yeah. It is HR's responsibility to make a culture in a way that people love to work, love to come to the company
Office.
and make them feel like home.
Make them feel valued.
Make them feel valued and yeah. So one of the biggest thing is collaboration. It is very important that the team members must have good collaboration within each other. Right. Their ideas must be shared. It is very important for innovation. It is very important to have diverse ideas and how people tackle it. So it is very important that the teams and other departments have good collaborations with them. It will not only help in improving the culture but also helps in innovation and in the growth of the company ultimately. Absolutely. Number one. Second, if we talk about the culture, employee engagement is very important.
Makes sense.
Employee engagement doesn't only mean कि हमने एक lunch करा दिया या एक dinner करा दिया. Employee engagement कोई एक event नहीं है. Employee engagement is a throughout process जो चलता ही रहता है. If we talk about KASPE में हमारे पास different employee engagement activities होती हैं. जैसे we have some weekly activities. Like, okay, if I mention one, on Fridays we have 2 hours of gaming. So in that 2 hours, all of the team are working together. We play CS, we play Dota,
and kill each other.
Yeah, and kill each other. It's be like lead भी उसी में होते हैं, and team members भी उसी में होते हैं. That it really helps to make a strong bonding with each other.
Agreed.
And काम करने के लिए it is very important that you have a bond. As we have a very flatter structure, as I mentioned. So it is very important that you make a good bond with your team members and your team lead. ठीक है? And इसके अलावा फिर we have weekly activities and we have some yearly activities. Yearly activities includes iftar, Eid dinners and annual dinners, things like that, annual picnics. This. फिर इसके अलावा इसमें जो चीज़ें आती हैं that comes employee engagement में employee development भी आता है. Employee development means employee is growing in their career. Employee is.
Which is the most important part.
Yeah, it is very important. Just आके party करना is not enough. Employee has to grow in their career. So yes, and if we are talking about the culture, so culture also includes workplace. The workplace should be vibrant enough. The vibes should match the Gen Zs, if you know how Gen Zs are checking the vibes. So the workplace vibes should match their energy.
People are snapping.
So it is very important that we manage that as well. Everyone feel included. Everyone must feel heard. And then it comes under inclusivity, diversity inclusivity. So in that area, everyone must be feel valued, everyone must be feel heard, and everyone should feel that they are important to company.
Makes sense.
So this is all how we manage the culture.
Thank you for that. Alright, so my next question is like, what are the key skills or competencies needed by like HR professionals to thrive in the tech industry? So please elaborate.
Okay, so if you're talking about HR professionals specifically, so be it in any industry, HR professional must be a people's person.
Absolutely.
Whether if they are working in talent acquisition side or operation side, in any side, they must be a people's person so that people can openly come to them, can open with them and discuss their problems with them. If we are working on talent acquisition side, so we have to communicate with hundreds of people in a week or in a month, and we have to align interviews and everything with them. So it is very important that we do not feel shy and we can openly communicate with them. So number one and the most important is people's person. Then second thing, like any profession, you must know the best practices.
Right.
The best practices, what are the best practices in HR and how things are being carried out. The third thing is you must know the in and out of the industry you are working in. Okay. For example, if you are talking about here in the tech industry specifically, so you must know what are the trends and what are the norms in the tech industry, and you must align your policies and culture with that trend so that you are not the one out of the box. You are you are providing the benefit and compensation as per the market competitiveness, and you are meeting that. Okay, and here if you're talking about the tech industry, the thing that is different than other industries is data analysis. In tech industry, what we tend to do is we analyze our data, and we are always improving our policies as per that. If I give you an example, for example, what we do is we measure our employee satisfaction. For example, ठीक है, हमने employee satisfaction देखा, हमने देखा एक percentage आया. Then we made new strategies. We implemented those strategies, and then we saw that what is the difference that these strategies made. Okay. Did that make any difference? So that data that we use help us to see if the policies we are changing, if the culture we are changing is helping in increasing employee satisfaction and employee engagement or not. Right. So we use data analysis to
measure the impact of the change.
Yeah. So this is the thing that any HR professional must have these skills and competencies to thrive in their profession.
All right, thank you very much. Alright, so now my question is can you share some innovative examples of HR practices being implemented in the tech companies? Any innovative examples? Okay. So what you love the most actually?
Okay, so what I love about the tech industry that it is very different than other sectors. Like if you're talking about innovative practices, so in tech industry, we have very flexible structure. Mm-hmm. Everyone, if we are talking about our company KASPE, we have flexible working hours. We have a hybrid model. You can work from home, you can either work from office, or you can work from any coffee shop or even across the globe. So yeah, and we have, as I mentioned, flexible working hours. So flexible working hours means that people have autonomy. They can come as per their routine or as per the time that suits them. Okay. But at the end of the day, we are just concerned with the results, the delivery of the results. That's it. It doesn't matter if you are early bird, if you're a night owl. You can come as per your routine. You get the work done and company is happy with you. There is no micromanagement, no policy of checking in at what time did you come in, what time did you leave, oh you left 5 minutes early, oh no we are going to deduct your salary. No, it's not the case in most of the tech companies. Number one. If you're talking about innovation and HR, then what at KASPE what we do is we have a very game changer product with the name of Auto Recruit. Okay. Yeah. You must know that Auto Recruit is basically an AI-based tool that helps in recruiting. That has made our talent acquisition process very easy. With Auto Recruit, we make JDs with the help of an AI, and everything is being done by AI. The shortlisting of the candidates as per the skill set, the scheduling the interviews, sending the emails to the concerned hiring manager. And sending the emails and scheduling interviews and shortlisting and making a pool of candidates, everything is being done by Auto Recruit, and it is making our talent acquisition process very easy and very fast, because as you know it is a very fast-paced industry, and I already mentioned that there is a battle for talent, so it is very important that we act very fastly with that. Wow. So with the help of Auto Recruit, it really helps us to fasten our process of hiring. So if we're talking about innovation, then I think KASPE is leading in the innovation part, and this is the thing I love about KASPE.
And like I would like to add one more thing here. If someone wants to use the auto recruit product which Manal has mentioned, you can go visit our website, which is AR stands for auto recruit, ar.kaispe.com, and you can use the free trial or the free version of the auto recruit as well. So let me add that.
Yeah, it must help others as well.
So my next question is like, how does HR support talent acquisition and retention in the highly competitive tech industry? So please.
So HR is always strategizing and hustling to get best of the best talent.
Wow.
If we are talking about recruitment, then HR is leveraging social media, including LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Indeed, to get the resume.
And other local platforms like
there are many other groups as well, for tech groups, WhatsApp groups, on Facebook as well. So we leverage that as well. Then we use our personal references from our ex-companies or from our friends of friends and things like that. Then the very most important things is the events, university events and industry events. In university events can be job fairs or any kind of events that university held. It helps us to interact directly with the fresh talent. And in the industry events, it helps us to interact with experienced ones. So this
experience for like fresh both, I guess.
Yeah, but majorly experienced people are there mostly. So yeah, and again then we try to strategize in a way that they are being compensated. The compensation is market comparative, so we are able to attract them. Wow. Again, it's not only about attracting, it's again then about retaining them with us and keeping them happy with us. So for that we introduce policies and we provide them a work culture in a way that they feel valued, they feel heard, they feel that they can grow in this company. And at some time when financial is important, but at certain point other than financials, growth and success is
a clear career path
is very important. So we try to have a very clear career path for each and every of our resource. So this is how HR is always trying to retain the best of the best, and always trying to, what we also do is we always make a pool of talent, so that in case if someone is not there, we have a proper succession plan that who will be leading who, and then if junior resource is leaving, so we must have a talent ready who can replace it. So this is how we strategize our talent acquisition.
All right, thank you. All right. Next question again is like, what role does HR play in fostering the diversity and inclusion within the tech company?
Okay, we need to understand that diversity and inclusion is very important. But what we also need to understand that diversity and inclusion is not only about having people from different gender or only from different religion. No. There is a misconception in Pakistan that if you have people from different religion, it will be a diversity. No, this is not only the diversity. Diversity can be on basis of gender, on basis of religion, on basis of ethnicity, and also on basis of different social class and different backgrounds. Okay. So it is very important that we have diverse workforce, because it is the key to innovation. When people from diverse backgrounds come up with diverse ideas, it is the key where you get the best of the best idea and you thrive in innovation. So it is very important for that. As HR person, what we try to do is we try to provide trainings, obviously from people from diverse, if we are talking about diversity here, so people from diverse background must be lacking in some of few of the parts. So we try to train them and structure them. We try to align our policies in a way that everyone feels included. Then there's a very important role of leadership here. What we do is we do special trainings for the leadership that to help them to manage the diversity in the team, and they help that makes them feel included. Everyone is feel included, because obviously अगर आपका leader ही आपको include नहीं कर रहा, तो there is no point of any policies. So it is very important that first of all your team lead, your manager, your supervisor is making you feel included. After that बाकी company आपको include करेगी. So हमारे पास different policies होती हैं जिसमें हम on every level, be it on initial level, mid level or leadership level, we provide trainings, and that helps in creating a very inclusive environment for everyone.
All right, thank you for briefing it so well, Minahal. All right, another very important question is that how does HR strategize or effectively manage the remote teams? Because it's not an easier task actually.
Yeah, that's a very good question, and yeah, it is one of the biggest challenges that HR face. It is very important for the team that they are working remotely. It is very important that you have a clear communication with them.
Absolutely.
That includes setting a clear expectations with them, providing them with the resources that they need, including tools for video conferences and everything. It is very important because when you are sitting together, it is very easy to communicate with each other face to face. But virtually, it gets a bit difficult. So here, the leaders or the managers, line managers, plays a very important role in managing the team. That they, as I mentioned, that they set a clear expectation, what is expected from them, give frequent feedbacks, how they are performing, where they are lacking, having a very criticism in a very gentle way.
Good manner,
yeah.
In a decent manner.
In a very decent manner, so that they can know the area of improvement and there. So it is very important that we have a clear communication. I am emphasizing more and more on communication because this is the only challenge that is being faced for the remote employees. Other than that, HR always tries its best to align policies in a way that the remote employees also feel included. They doesn't feel left out of the company. So yeah, these are the few strategies that HR use to manage remote employees, and then again we are always evolving and getting new practices to keep
learning from others as well.
Yeah,
if someone has implemented a good strategy, so we can implement that.
Yes, of course. This is how we learn from our competitors as well.
Can say relevant people.
Yes, of course. That's how we always evolve and change our policies.
Sense. Keep learning and evolve.
It's always a process of learning.
Absolutely. Alright, so another very important question is that how does HR collaborate with the other departments, especially or specifically with the technical team, the technical department? So
Okay. It is very essential that HR collaborate with the different departments, be it technical or non-technical. It is very essential.
Absolutely.
If I give you an example, for example, if we are talking about recruitment, it is very important that the HR person or the talent acquisition person sits with the hiring manager to understand the requirement of the position. What are the skill sets the hiring manager is specifically looking for, and what is the requirement for number of years of experience and skills that require, so that the HR can hire a resource that matches the requirement. And it would, अगर इस तरह नहीं होगा तो फिर कोई फायदा नहीं है hiring manager is not satisfied, the resource is not satisfied, the requirement is not fulfilled, there is no point of it. But it's very important that in the first place the HR and the hiring manager sits together and shares the views, what they are looking for, and tells the requirements to the HR. Secondly, if we are talking about learning and development, it's a very major part in HR. So HR has to collaborate with different teams, with all kind of different teams. As we are talking about the technical team, so you must have seen that the basic issue that comes in the technical team is that developers are very good with the technical side, but they
lack in the communication.
Many of the times they lack in communication skills or many other soft skills.
Yes.
So we cannot just let it go just because they're lacking in that. It is HR's responsibility that they train them and provide the training so that they can fulfill this gap.
I agree.
So for that, it is very important that the HR collaborate with the team to understand what is the specific need of which employee, and we can provide a tailored learning and development program for each and individual employee and resource. Other than that, at the time of performance evaluation, it is very important that we sit with each of the team lead, with each of the resource of every department to performance management is a very huge process, and everything, your appraisal is depending on it, and it is a very chaotic process. So it is very important that we sit with individuals and collaborate with the teams to understand how can we improve our performance evaluation feedback. Then again, when we are talking about policies, it is again important that we collaborate with different departments to understand the needs, the area where HR is lacking, to improve that area as well. Obviously, we cannot have one page policy for everyone. Every department has different needs. Like for example, if we are talking about shared resource have fixed timings. If they are coming in morning, it's fine. But for some technical side, for some technical people, it can be like that they must be required to work at night as per the client's requirement. So we have to tailor our policies according to the employee's need and things. For that, it is very important that we collaborate with them to understand their need. So yeah, this is how HR tries to collaborate with each team member even at team member level on department level as well.
Makes sense, and thank you. That was like a very informative podcast for myself, and I hope that for the other HR professionals as well. So thank you, Manal. Thank you for coming to the show, and that's like very good, or like very lovely talking to you. If you want to say something, please.
Likewise, Mr. Sharyar, it was very nice talking to you, and I really enjoyed this conversation with you guys.
Thank you guys. Thank you for watching the show, and keep watching and stay tuned for more episodes. Thank you very much. Take care. Love us.